How the fuck can you hate me when I ain't did shit but be the real thing? She know I'm the real, that'll never change. I never been the one to try to explain why you catch them feels. I'ma sip on this drink, it's easy in my brain.
What is going on, guys? It's Aristotle, and today I have a video about the 10 of the worst updates Epic has ever added to the astonishingly massive hit Fortnite. In today's light, Epic has gotten much hate over the recent patches they have implemented the game, and me personally, I think it is deserving of it. I was going to go back to playing Fortnite, and then after Epic fucked it up, obviously I'm not going to. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, but when life gives Epic lemons, they throw them away and leave them out to rot for an eternity. While I would love to kick back and pick apart Epic Games for the majority of the video, I'm not going to. I'm just going to tell you the worst updates they have ever implemented into Fortnite. Number 10 being the best worst, if you could consider that, and number 1 being the worst worst. I want to take some time to dedicate to my sub button because it's feeling kind of lonely, and I think if you haven't clicked it yet, you definitely should stay updated with any news, gameplays, or anything with Fortnite or Apex Legends if you're into that sort of stuff. If not, then hey, why wouldn't you just click it and see if it feels better after that? So let's dive into it. Number 10, patch 3.30. This update implemented the notorious remote explosives, or formerly known as C4, into Fortnite. While it was extremely aggravating to go up against, it was easily countered by keeping your distance if you knew the enemy had it. If not, you could immediately have been blown up while having no idea what happened because it was insanely overpowered. Number 9, Update 4.1. This update brought Thanos from the extremely overhyped collaboration between Fortnite and the Avengers. Quickly after the release of the update, Epic had realized that it had potentially defined the definition of rape among young Fortnite players. Thanos was extremely overpowered and could smash through player-built structures to kill his enemy by pummeling him into the ground with only 3 fatal blows. Soon after that, Epic did nerf Thanos, but he soon lives on in my nightmares. Number 8. Update 7.1. In this update, Epic decided it was a plausible idea to add boomboxes into the game. Boomboxes broke player-built structures in its radius and was a horrible thing to encounter in a solo versus squad. It completely rendered building useless, which separates Fortnite from other battle royales. The community expressed outrage and they actually listened to them for once and removed them after a few short weeks. Haha. Number 7. Patch 7.10. In this update, Epic decided it was a plausible idea to add boomboxes into the game. Boomboxes broke player-built structures in its radius and was a horrible thing to encounter in a solo versus squad. It rendered building, which separates Fortnite from any other battle royale, completely useless. Number 6. Update 6.30. This update added the mounted turret. The mounted turret was the most irritating thing to go against in a top 3 situation. It would shred through builds like butter and laser people with 100% accuracy from long range, all while making the player using it almost invincible because the turret takes most of the damage dealt by other players. I'm almost 100% positive that Epic only decided to release the mounted turret solely to enrage the community as a whole. Number 5. Update 6.20. In this update, Glider Redeploy was introduced into the game into all game modes. It was broken because people could build skyscrapers, all with having no fear of dying to fall damage. This update also included a terrible addition into the game, the widely despised Fortnite Mares event. The event was created to satisfy the lack of PvE, but there is no place for PvE in a PvP Battle Royale game. It seems like Epic only did this to further the sales of their PvE Save the World game mode, considering it went on sale at the start of the event. Number 4. Update 7.01. The Infinity Blade was added into all game modes in this event. While solos it may have been plausible to kill the wielder of the Infinity Blade, it proved unlikely. In squads it was near impossible due to not only having to deal with 4 enemies, but one that could fly across a map and smack you to smithereens in a matter of seconds. This made competitions not very competitive, and Epic soon became the laughingstock of all developers in competitive events. Number 3. This is going to be a combination of patch number 4.5 and 5.0. This update nerfed my personal favorite weapon, the pump shotgun. The headshot damage multiplier was reduced from 2.5% to 2, and overall damage reduced on blue pump from 95 to 85 and the green pump from 90 to 80. C4 radius was also increased, which I have no idea why they did that, but this was just a minor detail in the patch. This solidifies Epic's obvious desire to lower the player's skill gap and made pump shotguns a poor weapon choice from close range when SMGs could laser you way faster than you could get 2 pumps off. They also implemented a shotgun timer in patch 5.0, which removed the ability to double pump. While I did double pump, I found it fun, but I did not find it sustainable for the game. I would have been okay with them only doing this, but they had to go into epic overkill, and that resulted in burying the pump shotgun for months to come. They also, in patch 5.0, tried to fix the common tactic of ghost peeking, but failed absolutely miserably. They actually made it to where having low ground was most of the time beneficial, because if you had high ground, you were on top, you had to put your whole body out of the build to shoot the player on the ground, which means that the player on the ground would probably hit you harder. Number 2, patch 5.1. While the pump shotgun was still nerfed and the SMG spam became the new meta for close range, Epic decided it was a good idea to reduce the starting health and final health of all player built structures. This resulted in an unhealthy amount of spamming through structures. It further rendered spamming to be the new meta in Fortnite, and also editing to be completely useless because you could get lasered through your build without getting the edit off in time. Number 1, patch 7.0 and 7.01. While Epic is obsessed with the addition of pointless utilities and items in the game, they created the ingenious idea to add planes, also known as X4 Stormwings. The planes were a useful movement tool, but were rarely used for only that. They could come spiraling down from the sky and crash through all player-built structures to send the person on the receiving end flying for minutes before they are considered dead in the game. Planes were another great setback for the Fortnite competitive scene because they were sought out early game and used to only fly around until the event came down to a top 3 situation. In patch 7.01, the Infinity Blade was released, and with it came the despise of Epic. Players could Hulk smash around the map and slice and dice players in player-built structures in a millisecond. Additionally, this made Fortnite's competitive scene look like a joke. I'm sure most of you may have guessed already what number 1 will be, but just for shit's sake, let's go for it. Cue the drum roll. Number Overkill. Update 8.20. This update reverted the addition of the health and mats granted to players from a kill. It also reverted the harvesting rate from the prior 40% increase. Those additions were the only thing Epic did that was widely loved by most, if not all, of the community. But of course, they had to strip it away in fear of raising the skill gap between good players and the casuals. The community is just about had enough of Epic ruining such a widely loved game. Hopefully, Epic will realize how much they need their community and not the other way around. Maybe they will realize that they have indeed pissed off the people who put them there in the first place. If you guys enjoyed the video, please stroke that like button, comment, and subscribe. Drop a comment saying the worst Fortnite update in your opinion. Peace out, guys.
Dunzo.
can you hate me when I ain't did shit but be the real thing? She know I'm the real, that'll never change. I never been the one to try to explain why you catch them feels. I'ma sip on this drink, it's easing my brain.